Hi guys, welcome to Football with Brownie. What did you think of that game? Hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe, and spreading that love in this big bad world of ours. Before we go any further, check our ticker bar below. Please like, share, most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Pressing that with speech impediment. And Sam Greenwood, welcome to the show. Meant to have Ryan on here later as well, but many thanks for coming on, Sam.
Thanks for having me, Brownie. It's always a laugh. Always good to be on with you and your
Yeah, well,
esteemed people in the chat.
we're both invited to Mr. Arsenal podcast to watch the Champions League
Yep, we were
game.
there.
I'll be honest with you guys. I I just thought myself so many bloody watch-alongs will be happening. Fuck it, let's just be a bloody guest on someone else's. And because of my
And
buffering
Ryan or Mr.
issues,
Arsenal.
thank God I was a fucking guest. I would have been fucked doing a watch-along myself, Sam.
No, your internet was a bit shit tonight, wasn't it? But no, it was on Ryan's channel for the watch along, and yeah, it was a bit of a disappointment, wasn't it, from Liverpool's point of view? I see Raj in the chat. They're pointing out Courtois. He's definitely man of the match for me as well. Blinding game he had with a few key saves for Real Madrid, but that's it. Don Carlo, done it again.
Yeah.
He's a good
Well,
manager. He knows what he's doing.
you could sense, Sam, you knew the bloody plan, the tactics Real Madrid are going to do. They're going to sit back first
Yeah,
20, 30 minutes, and
yeah,
then Liverpool ran out of gas, if I'm quite
yeah.
honest with you.
They soaked it up. Liverpool did have a few good chances, but they couldn't really, make anything out of them. But yeah, Real Madrid did very well soaking it up, not letting Liverpool get too much at the goal, and very effective at their counter attacking. Didn't create much, but they just they managed to keep Liverpool really occupied. Let's just put it that way, and then just more clinical. That's at the end of the
Yeah.
day. That's what they were today. They're more clinical with their finish, and that's it. They won. I think on another day the score might have been different, to be honest. But what can you do? That's football. It's today they won.
That bank of six, I mentioned it, Sam, didn't I? That bank of six, you got the back four, and then you got Casemiro and Kroos, or sometimes Modric. They
Mm.
fucking, they were so rigid. I think so rigid. Liverpool weren't getting past them much in that in that
No,
first half.
they were sitting deep and they were guarding basically guarding their goal very well. And yeah, like you said, Casemiro had a good game. Cruz and Modric both had good games, even though I would
Yeah,
say Modric wasn't quite as much a part of it as he normally would be. But that's just the way it is. Liverpool did have a lot of the ball. But yeah, they just like we said, they just soaked it up very well and counter attacked well, and yeah, the way they sat back and soaked it up was very effective, and they were
yeah,
very good at it.
yeah. Go on to chat for a minute. Loch. Fucking hell, I'm trying to say that with a fucking speech impediment. Anyway, hello, my friend. Hope you're well. Welcome to the channel. Randy. I haven't seen Randy for a while.
Yeah, Randy,
Randy.
nice to see you, mate.
Good to see you, Randy. Good to see you. What What did Liverpool do? I just think they ran out. Well, not just this game, but we were doing watch-alongs at definitely a Tottenham game. I just think we're knackered. Absolute
Yeah,
knackered.
yeah, they get flat. It happens even with their rotation, they haven't been able to rotate enough. Probably that front three have been playing a lot. Mane, Salah. It's been Jota a lot as well, but they put in Diaz. They just hasn't been enough rotation there really.
Yeah,
They've fallen flat. They weren't firing on all cylinders as they normally have been throughout the season. And it's that's what happens when you get that far into the end of the season, when you get to the last games. That's it. You can fall a bit flat. It's difficult to get the mental and physical, basically energy you need.
yeah, yeah. No, well, I think mentally that game against Tottenham took it out of them. They knew they lost the league then. They knew they
Yeah,
lost the league. Man City drew it away to West Ham the day before, or 2 days before, whenever it was.
yeah,
And they couldn't capitalise on it, and because they were knackered. But
yeah,
but I mentally I think that hurt them more than what they could imagine. And it was, okay, they beat Wolves, but Wolves had many chances they should have put away, and you know.
yeah.
Raj, hey Raj, hope you well. It says one cinnamon challenge. Cinnamon challenge is this weekend, my friend. Sam, more than welcome. It's the 1 million view party. You're more than welcome. You have to bring a few drinks
Where's this?
on you. It's going to be a 1 million view party, and I did promise I'll do a cinnamon challenge, so I will be doing that.
Yep, got to get it going.
Yeah, I may do it tomorrow, actually. I'll see how I am after tonight. Sam, mate, Randy, and Arsenal chose. We were talking about this, Sam, when we in the thing is Everton actually outpriced them because
Yeah,
Everton, and there was a clause in Ancelotti's contract when he went to Everton that if any Champions League team come in for him, then Everton wouldn't stand in their way. That's
yeah.
what happened. But I'll be honest with you, Randy. Ancelotti didn't really do much for Everton. They
No,
really
it
fell
didn't
off. They
fit.
fell off a bloody cliff
It
towards the
didn't
end of the
fit,
trip.
did it? It started off okay, but I just think with some injuries, and then he couldn't add in the players he wanted. There was a couple of transfer window. Well, there's a transfer window that they didn't really add a lot in there that he wanted. And yeah, there were a few key injuries. He sort of fell flat on his face, didn't it? And he couldn't really get that much out of that team. I think it was a project that was a bit too difficult for what he can do. I mean, the players, the level wasn't quite up to the level he's used to, which made it difficult as well. But it just wasn't a good fit, tactically. The club as well. I could
Yeah.
never really see that working. He's, you know, Everton's not a club he suits, to be honest. But and you can see the quality of him when he's at Real Madrid.
Oh yeah,
You
definitely.
know,
I mean, I think he was unfairly dismissed with Real Madrid first time round.
yeah,
But they do have a brilliant relationship, him and Florentino Perez, and tonight fucking showed it.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Raj Courtois, yeah, absolutely. Courtois, uh, again, we mentioned Sam. He started slow with Real Madrid career. Started slow,
Mm,
wasn't really getting much credit from the fans because he's a former Atleti goalkeeper. Actually played for Atleti against Real Madrid in that European Cup final in Milan, and but he's now. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. Not just now, but even at Chelsea as well.
yeah, I mean, he's a like I said, he's a good. I mean, tonight he was excellent, absolutely world class, top draw tonight, and in my opinion, man of the match. And when you're man of the match in the Champions League final, that makes you a very good player. He was definitely the difference tonight. But I must admit, I haven't seen much of him in La Liga this season. I haven't followed La Liga that closely the last few seasons. But for me, last time I remember, seeing him at Chelsea, and he was a bit up and down. I mean, yeah, he could have
Yeah.
a few really good games, then he could be a bit off for a game, and then a few good games again. He wasn't really 100% like absolutely
Focused. You weren't
consistent.
100% focused.
No, just not 100%, consistent in my opinion. But still a very good goalkeeper. Very very good, but not quite top. But moving to Real Madrid, I think he has eventually got a little bit better, raised his game a bit, and like I said, I haven't really seen what he's been like in the league and everything. But tonight he was absolutely incredible. Tonight he was the
Yeah.
difference.
I give Casemiro a lot of praise as well, and Carvajal a lot of praise as well.
Yeah,
So,
I thought Carvajal made a few mistakes, but he like made up for them with doing some good things. But he managed to keep that Diaz quiet though, which was pretty
yeah.
good.
I mean, normally he's prone to diving in with attackers all the time,
Yeah,
diving in, and he leaves that kind of right back area vulnerable because
yeah,
if they ride the tackle, then
yeah,
they got free bloody space to explore. But I thought that he stood up a lot, far more than what he has been lately, and
yeah,
it made life more difficult for Diaz to work his magic.
definitely.
Casemiro Casemiro was very freaking on par. I
Yeah.
you know
Well, Casemiro
what
is a very good holding midfielder. He's physical. He's good with the ball as well. He's
yeah
he's a world class midfielder. So holding midfielder, deep lying midfielder. So of course, he's going to be a key player. And tonight, yeah, he had a good game tonight. In that midfield. I think he got slightly the better of Henderson and the likes of Thiago as well. I don't think they got that much joy with their play through the middle. They were playing mostly down the flanks as they normally do
yeah.
with the fullbacks, overlapping with the wingers or the inside forwards, if you will. But yeah, no, you're right. Casemiro, very good. Another key player for Real Madrid tonight. Um,
The thing is with Casemiro is that you can get the better of Real Madrid if you invite Casemiro to do a rash challenge and get an early booking.
yeah,
That's when that's when you can beat the Real Madrid
yeah, because
midfield.
then
Well, he was very on
yeah,
par tonight.
yeah, because then he has to lower his
Tread
energy
carefully.
and you can get into him a bit more, get past him a bit more because he can't do his dark magic as dark acts as he normally would. But yeah, no, it's true, and tonight, the play didn't really go that much through him, but he just he kept that midfield tidy tonight. He did a good
Yeah,
job for Real Madrid. Him and Cruz and Modric did a good job in the middle there against Henderson, Fabinho, and Thiago. I thought Thiago was a bit quiet tonight, to be
yeah, no.
honest. I
There
would have
was
thought
always going to be a battle.
I would have thought I would have thought I'd
Battling
seen
midfield was
more.
always,
Yeah, I thought I'd seen more of him tonight, but Real Madrid managed to keep him quiet. I see
they,
you got a super chat from Randy. You probably want to read
oh,
that.
hang on, then. Let's go through all these first. Dave, so made up in 6 days they've lost title and Champions League final. Yeah, I know. Let's go and get Randy's super chat. Sorry, guys. Hey, oh, cheers, Randy. Much appreciated. Just woke up watching Daddy Sam giving me a morning wood.
You bloody wish,
Crack
mate.
one off, Randy. Crack one off, son.
You bloody wish, mate.
Randy said, if Man City didn't cheat against Arsenal, which they won, Liverpool wouldn't have won the league. So my opinion, well, it's a dubious decision against Everton, wasn't it, with a handball?
Oh, it's
Um,
like if this and what with if and
it
that
is,
and
yeah,
this.
I get it. I
It's like
get
what's
that.
his name? That chef on Good Morning Britain. That lovely, famous comment. If my aunt was it if my grandma had wheel if my grandma had wheels she'd be a bike or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking
that.
about. Shall I back in sack? Yeah, I know. I know. It will happen. It's a cinnamon challenge first. Stuff like, yeah, guys, hit the like button. Hit the like button. We weren't meant to be doing this, but Stefan was the one that pushed us into it, Sam, wasn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking nightmare, to be honest. Randy, he was amazing tonight. Won the game for Real. I think he's on about Courtois, I think.
Yeah.
Real Madrid didn't employ the dark arts tonight. Fair play. They didn't really. They didn't really. Um, I think a game plan from me off. I know that you were in a chat on. You could tell what the game plan was,
Yeah.
and Ancelotti had it by the tee.
Ancelotti set him up tonight to win
Yeah,
with the way he felt was best, and that is to counter. And you got to counter Liverpool. They're going to create chances because they're that good. They've got that many good players. You're never going to stop Liverpool creating chances. That's just not going to happen. So what you've got to do is you've got to try and soak it up as best as you can and counter them as best as you can. And you've got to be clinical. You've got to take the chances you get.
yeah,
And that's exactly what Real Madrid did tonight.
yeah.
And Liverpool
Liverpool were on top the
played into
first,
that.
30 minutes. And Gary said to us, didn't he? And he was right. He was bang on the money. Liverpool need to make this fucking period count.
Yeah,
And they
exactly.
didn't.
With Real
And they
Madrid, you've
didn't.
got to capitalize on your chances, and you've got to put them away. You've got to get 2 or 3 goals. Put them away properly, or else they're just going to keep coming back.
Courtois was brilliant today. Even Ken De Bruyne was impressed by his performance.
Yeah, Courtois was man of the match for me, easily man of the match.
Hi, Bargath. Hope you're well, my friend. Bargath, who had a
Yeah,
better
boy,
season, Man City or Liverpool?
nice to see you. Um,
Guys in the
oh,
chat, what do you think? Who had better season? I now say Man City.
Liverpool only 1 point behind in the league. Okay, they didn't win the league, only 1 point, but they still won the FA Cup. They won the League Cup. They got to the final of the Champions League, which is better than what Man City managed. For me, Liverpool had the better season overall. To be honest,
Could it be a difference in club-wise? Man City had a better thing, but as a fan, and you go into a final and you're doing this and you're doing that, could Liverpool have a better season? Do you know what I'm saying? As a fan experience.
Yeah, don't know really. No, I'm just thinking because Liverpool. If you look at Man City, what they won the league and that's it. They just won the league. Liverpool knocked them out of what was the FA Cup or the League Cup. I can't remember what it was, but Liverpool knocked them out of that, and they won both the League Cup and the FA Cup. Liverpool were 1 point from winning the league. You can't get closer than that. And then they were in the actual Champions League final tonight. Didn't have the best of games, were a bit unlucky, but for me overall, that is better than what Man. If you're looking overall for the season, not just Premier League, right? That's what we're talking about. For me, overall, Liverpool had a better season. Overall, you look at everything, in my opinion.
Stefan says Liverpool could have had 3 or 4 wasted day opportunities.
Yeah.
Winning a Premier League, winning the FA Cup, or Caramel Cup.
Yeah, I mean, the Carabao Cup. Yeah,
I know.
Listen,
The
Carabao Cup, the League Cup as it is, it's a small trophy now for the big clubs. They don't really care about it. They'll play. Well, actually, the bigger teams with the big squads now, they do take it a bit more seriously in terms of they play like their second string players, give them a chance. Not so much just the youth players now. But some clubs still play the youth basically, like Arsenal do. Will play a lot of the youth in the League Cup. It's still a cup though. It's still a trophy, and the FA Cup is a big trophy. It's a major trophy. Yeah, unfortunately, it's lost a lot of its importance with the modern young fans who fucking piss me off.
Yeah, I know. That's sad.
They don't care about the FA Cup anymore because they don't really feel the history of it and everything, and because clubs don't prioritise it as much as they used to, and it's such a shame. The FA Cup is a big trophy, and everyone wants to win it. So Liverpool have won it, and then yes, the Premier League domestically is the big one. Of course, that is the biggest trophy, the number one trophy, and yes, Manchester City did win that, but only by 1 point on the last day. So they didn't dominate. They didn't absolutely thrash Liverpool. They only won it at the finish line basically. And then on top of that, Liverpool were in the Champions League final tonight. A bit unlucky not to win it. Actually win it tonight. They lost, but they were in the final. Manchester City weren't.
Yeah.
So for me, I can't see how you can compare the two and say Manchester City have had a better season overall. I just can't. When you look at all the competitions, you have to win them. Manchester City haven't won them. Manchester City have the Premier League trophy. That's it. Okay, yeah, that's the number one domestic trophy, but that's all. That's what they got. Liverpool have the League Cup, they have the FA Cup, and they weren't that far tonight from having the Champions League trophy as well. So it's overall for me, Liverpool definitely had a better season.
Okay. Seven says exactly. We got to a final. United fans are laughing at them. Liverpool look knackered tonight.
I'll tell you what, Man United are about as close to the fucking Champions League final at the moment as we are to fucking the South Pole.
Or Cardiff are to winning the fucking Premier League.
Yeah, exactly. That's how far away Man United are at the moment. I mean, they are in the absolute doldrums. They are.
Farhan, hi Farhan, hope you're well. Let's go down. Randy, can I just say, Brownie, what does the nose picker and a pause have to say when he surpassed them? I don't know. But me and Sam were talking about a pause earlier. The other day, Sam, weren't we?
Yeah, they're a bit
Just
of a laugh.
hoping that he's okay,
Yeah.
sending
Who's the nose
him out
picker?
love.
Who's the nose picker? I haven't quite got who that is.
I don't know. I know what pause is, though.
Yeah, we know what Pos is. Yeah, we're not going to say names, but
Come on, Brownie. I want some outrageous chat. I need a pee first. But
oh god,
I can't.
your bladder must be the size of a fucking
Oh, I'm blood is fucked after that
apricot.
watching it. I tell you, stressed out because of bloody I couldn't get fucking buffering. 20 minutes before the singer was on for 20 fucking minutes.
Bro, you honestly fucking hell.
Right, hang on. Take it away, Sam. Do me a favour. Go through all the rest of the comments. You're on Dave's, right? And then go through the rest of the comments.
Yeah. So I got a feeling this loony fool team are going to break up. Well, at some point they're going to have to get rid of their players, aren't they? Or they're going to move on, aren't they? But they're buying good players though, so they'll probably keep the level up for a while. Far and unlucky for Liverpool. Yeah, they did have a few chances tonight, but that's it. Real Madrid were just more clinical. Stefan, who is a pause? We're not going to tell you. Sorry, we're not going to air laundry, dirty laundry on air. Going to send Brownie a piss back. Yeah, just stick a fucking catheter in him by now. So he could just sit there and piss away and fucking smile like an old man in a fucking mental institution. Randy says Man City should be winning with the money they spend. It's no achievement at all. Yeah, true. I mean, in terms of all the money they spend, they should probably be doing better. The thing with Manchester City, though, the one thing Pep Guardiola really wants is the Champions League, and that's where they keep bottling it. That's where he keeps bottling that Champions League. He gets the semi-final or the final, and that's it. He just can't get over the line. He makes a few silly decisions, and he tries to get all fancy with his tactics and lineups, and he just needs to get over the line with the Champions League. But we'll see if he manages to do it before he gets fed up and wants to go. Because he's just winning the league year after year after year. He's going. He wants the Champions League for sure. Randy Viper, were Liverpool fans premature with their parade? Well, I don't know. If they had a parade for the cups, they can do that, can't they? For the league and the FA Cup. So I suppose they weren't premature for that, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah, if they decided to do that before the end of the season, then yeah, I suppose this is what they want to do up there in Liverpool. I suppose they probably had their own. If they would have won tonight, they probably had another parade with the Champions League trophy, probably, but that's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to be up in Liverpool. It's going to be down in Madrid with the Spanish. Their dirty little corrupt club down there in Madrid. Well, it's not a little club, it's a global franchise, but yeah, global company now, isn't it? Real Madrid, but they are corrupt bastards. Who was Arsenal's player of the season? So I think Saka for me. I think he was the most influential, did the most for us, was the most important player for us this season. Had a few other shouts there. My favourite, Erdegaard, of course, Norway boy. I thought he had a very good season. He needs to be a bit more influential in away games. He needs to score a few more goals, but I think he had a good season, very instrumental in our attack. You watch him play, actually follow him in a game, you'll see what he does. He does so many key things in his little intricate passing and back heels and flicks, and he opens up a lot in our attack. Very, very instrumental in our attack when we get going properly. De Gea close to being player of the season, but in my opinion, Saka just pipped it ahead of him. And Stefan says, disappointed seeing Liverpool fans trying to storm their way into the ground. Not a good look, especially after Hillsborough. Yeah, it's a bit funny with their Hillsborough history that they're doing that, but yeah, wasn't very good, was it? You're on mute, Brownie. Can't hear you.
Yeah, it is a bit of an elephant in the room. Rather not talk about it, but I think we're going to have to. We can only go on what has visually been seen so far, and it's disappointing. Let's be completely honest. Look, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. When I was in my younger years, if the opportunity was there to bloody get in, and I had no ticket, I'd bloody try and take the opportunity, you know. But that was in my younger years, before I knew what the consequences, before I understood what the consequences could be. And so, in my opinion, if you're under the age of like 30, I kind of like get it, because you right. But if you're of the older bracket and you know what the consequences could be, I think is a disgrace. We can only go what's been reported. It's bloody. We can only go on that, and they said it was fake tickets going. It was people with non-tickets trying to storm. That's at this moment in time. That's what's been reported. We can only go on that. But if someone my age or your age, Sam,
Yep.
are trying to fucking scale a wall with many others our age, then
yeah, no, it's not good.
I know I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to bring up Heysel or Hillsborough, but it was that kind of attitude, as well as failings of the police. Let's get that right. Which led to those disasters and loss of life.
Yeah. No, it's you're right. Absolutely. So we need to start clamping down more on this together, and the same with the pitch invasions as well. In my opinion, it's not going the right way. You got to stop that from happening.
Regarding the pitch invasions, again, I'm not being a hypocrite, right? But whenever I used to go on a pitch when I was younger, we didn't bother the other players. I think it's a social media thing. You want to get something bloody uploaded on social media, get the likes, get the hits, and all that. I really do think that. But my fear, I think the way to go about it could be, a point deduction kind of system. I think that could well be the best way to go about it. But my main fear is actually bringing back netting or fucking fencing again.
Well, they're gonna have a look now and see what they can do, but they said they don't want to bring that back. They are going to figure out something else. So
yeah, I think the point deduction has to be the first kind of step, and if it continues after that, then more severe kind of fucking moves. What do you think?
Yeah, no, it's true. I think I remember I was reading a statement the other day from I can't remember who it was, but it's someone top level, within the FA or something like that, and they were saying that the pitch invasions are a worry. They see it's increasing, so they want to now figure out what they're going to try and do to stop it in an effective way. But the person said at the same time that they do not want to go back to. They don't foresee going back to like netting and gates and things like that, because they don't want to do that for the fans. But at the same time, they need to figure out something to try and stop them. You got to.
Well, I do think that if it was a threat of a point deduction, I think the fans will police themselves.
Yeah, there's got to be ways of you punish the club. You got to have security and policing in place to be able to handle this. If you're worried about pitch invasion, or you think there could be a pitch invasion, you got to have the right amount of police. You got to have anti-riot police or whatever. You got to be prepared for it, basically, because now it's a possibility. You got to prepare for it.
Yeah.
So there are ways of stopping it.
Pantelli, welcome to the chat, my friend. Do you think Ancelotti did one? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, def tactically today he set up better. Yeah.
Welcome to. Don't see anyone hurt. Whoever sport, I agree. How come? Would hate to see return of. Me too, my friend. Me too. But I think it will be the last resort. Don't get me wrong.
That's why, personally, I know you're probably. I don't know where you are with this. Well, I have a feeling I know where you are with this. Probably not going to agree with me on this one, but this looking at bringing back standing in games, for me, I'm just completely against it. I'm completely against it.
Well, Ninian Park. Cardiff Stadium. One of them one's running a trial. It's different now, Sam. It's different to what it was. I mean, I loved standing. Don't get me wrong, but safe standing is different, right? It's basically if you have there's a seat, or you're allocated a seat, and then you can sit down or stand up. That type of thing. It's still you still are aware how much capacity that stand could have.
Okay, so if there's a seat allocated there and they basically let you stand, that is something different. That's
how it is.
Then that is different, because then you're actually still staying to a capacity.
Yeah.
And it can be
still
better,
got your little space, whether it's a bloody.
And it can be better control. It can be better controlled as well. So if that's the way they're looking at it, then I think that sounds pretty good, to be honest. But going back to taking away the seats and making people stand, for me, it's just not safe doing that. It's just not safe.
No, you can have a seat. You can sit down if you want, but you can stand up.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying that if you listen to what I'm saying, if that's the plan, then that sounds good, because then you are sticking to a capacity, because you have to have that seat there. If there's no seat there, you're not going to be there, basically. You're still allocated a seat, and you can stand, which is basically the same as it is now, but you're allowed to stand. If that happens, if that's the plan, then to me that sounds okay, or at least it sounds a lot better. But for me, I was thinking, and listen to what I'm saying now, I was thinking the idea was that they take away a section of the seats, and you have like a section for standing, where it's just standing, like the old days, like terraces, basically. Now, to me, that is not, I'm the number one issue I have with that is just general safety, because, you got people standing, people can be pushed, fall, whatever. If all of a sudden you have too many who push in there, it's that, the chance of crushing and all that again, that comes back. I was thinking, we can't go down that avenue again, but if that's, of course, that's probably not what they're thinking then. If there's just basically they're going to let you stand, right, in a certain section of the ground or whatever, they're going to say, okay, in this section of the ground you can stand instead of because really now you're supposed to sit. You're not even really supposed to stand. Really,
I know, yeah.
Safety, security wise, they
I'll
do tell you
just show a
to
photo
sit.
of it.
They do tell you to sit down. You're not supposed to stand up at all, really, during a game. But
I know.
yeah, but if they just let you stand up, which a lot of people
I'll just
do
show a
anyway.
photo of how
Yeah.
it is. I'll just show you a photo of how it is for a minute. There you go. Yeah, that's how it is, look.
Yeah.
So, so it's a seat. You got a
Yeah.
seat there, but you
So
can't
then,
stand up, and
yeah,
you got your own little
then
bar.
that's a lot safer. That is a lot
Yeah.
safer because then you have a set capacity then, and that's a lot
Exactly.
easier. And then you're allocated a seat, and then you can sit if you want, I suppose, but you probably won't because everyone's standing anyway. But you know what I mean. At least then you're controlling the crowd there, and you're not going to have that crush thing. That which was always unsafe to me. Really, it's really unsafe to have it like that, and they did that for years.
I did enjoy it though. But anyway,
I can understand the atmosphere and everything,
Yeah.
absolutely. But you look at it from a safety point of view, the things that did happen and could happen, it's.
I know. I know. A different day and age now.
Yeah, I
Raj
mean,
says,
back then people didn't care, right? I mean, you just didn't focus on those things. You didn't think about those things really, and it was only after things happened that made people think and realize and
take a step
change.
back. Yeah. Raj says Lincoln Park won it last episode. Correct. Let's go. 244. Seeing the fences of those fans at Hillborough was horrible. Yeah, I know. Sorry, mate. Guys, I'm gonna have to jump down a bit. I'll be honest with you. Fucking loads of messages, and I don't really want to put some messages up as well. There you go. Panteri, worst home fans you've ever come across? Reading. Fucking terrible. Fucking shite. Like reading it in a fucking library.
I haven't been to many away games, to be honest, so I couldn't really say, but yeah, no.
Farhan is that's a good shout as well. Wigan, but no, Reading is worse for me.
Arsenal fans, Randy, you don't know what you're talking about, mate.
He's trying to wind you up.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Damn missing. Yeah. It got to the end of its time, but yeah, definitely. Don't miss being squashed. Wishing kids scared or coppers pushing me for a reason.
Yeah, he's talking about the old days of standing and that.
Emirates the library. Well, Highbury was the library, but
Highbury was the library. Sometimes,
yeah, Reading is far worse. I can tell you.
The Emirates, the atmosphere there now is actually pretty good, and you'll hear fans.
Yeah, because you went there the other day, didn't you? Well,
I didn't go the other day, but I was there earlier this season, and it was very good. The atmosphere was very good, and the people are saying now the atmosphere is just getting better and better, and even the away fans are saying now how much better it is at the Emirates. So. It's not quite as people as quiet as people think at all.
I got you. Right. I tell you what, Sam, just over 40 minutes. I'm fucking knackered. I can see you being knackered as well. Right?
Yeah, we bit knackered, eh?
I know you got work in the morning, and it
I
is
don't,
what
it's tomorrow's Sunday.
Just past 3 o'clock, my fuck it.
Tomorrow's Sunday, mate. No work for me tomorrow.
Oh, Sunday, innit?
Yeah.
It was all right for fucking non-self-employed bastards, then, yeah? Right, anyway, we're not on yet. Just wanted a quick chat with everybody. Stefan pushed us into doing it. And
you've got to please the fans. That's it. You've got to please the fans. I know.
We're so demanding. He's so fucking demanding. That's
Stefan,
a problem.
he's a demanding little so-and-so, isn't he? We've got to give it to him, though.
But anyway, guys, many fans. If it wasn't a delayed kickoff, we would have went on for longer. But I'm fucking knackered. It's 3 o'clock.
It's quite late now.
Hey, many thanks for joining. Much appreciated. Hit that like button as well, guys.
And subscribe.
And, And please check out the uploads as well. Check out the uploads because the uploads help the channel as well, guys. So many thanks, Sam. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Thanks for having me on. Cheers, everyone in the chat for joining.
There you go.